Hoi 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 hoi. Uh, this is day 7 bites, my first weekend that I can kind of relax to do it. I actually had to do it during the Friday. Started a bit before I actually had to. It's not even that relaxing. Wow. I said, oh, finally get to relax, but nope, bamboozled myself. Anyway, this is another OC. I've got like I have a lot of OCs. I feel like most of it's just gonna be OCs. GORETOBER and anyway, I feel like this is one of the more gorier of the GORETOBERs. I feel like the first real gory one was day 3 scratches or day 2, something along the lines of that. It was either day 1 or day 2 or day 3, one of those two. So yeah, it's really fun to get these more gory ones, because then I can really kind of like go all out with them. I mean, I guess I could with the other ones, but I have like other ideas for them that kind of fit it better, and I'm like, oh well, it's not gory per se, but it is interesting. So, you know, I'm glad that the prompts are getting gorier, and I'm like, oh hell yeah. So, you know, that's fun. Anyway, this is Lynn. I drew him while my friends and I were reading this Steven Universe fanfiction of like Steven goes to Connie's school or something like that. It was really great. It was so much fun. I secretly recorded them and I told them afterwards, and they're like, you bitch. And I'm like, it's for my own personal like stash thing of like, hey, this my friends and I were goofballs. So, you know, that's fun. Anyway, this guy I haven't done much with, besides just kind of draw him every now and then. Doesn't even have like an official palette. I guess one of the more I guess palettes that he has is a drawing that I did a while ago, but it's like full of effects, so you can't even like see his proper colors all that well. So that just doesn't do anything, and I still haven't entirely decided. I just know that there's a lot of reds and a lot of pinks because he's colorblind, sort of, where he can only see shades of red and like pinks and stuff. Like that's yeah, he only sees those colors. So, you know, that's fun. And oh, I forgot these like top eyes before adding them. I think I add them like later on in the video. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do. So, you know, that's fun. Like I said, a lot of these characters that I draw, I draw them, that are as of recentish really aren't all too developed. I've just kind of had them in my folders and I've kept them because I was like, well, you're pretty, so, and you've got like a nice personality, so that's fine. Like most of these unfinished OCs are just design and personality. I haven't really given them too much of a backstory or too much of like the world that they live in. Pretty sure this character is in a similar world in that one comic that I'm trying to do with Craig and Sam. It's kind of in that sort of a world. He's like what are you, Lynn? I remember I was going for a bat at first, and then I was like, oh well, you kind of remind me of like a lion now, so he's kind of like a lion bat thing. What else do I remember about him? I know I have a character sheet somewhere. I mean, the reference that I'm using on the screen is the character sheet. I just don't have it opened. No, he's got like dad issues. He's colorblind, and he likes, what does he like? He likes music. I'm pretty sure he's like a musician of sorts. I think he plays the guitar. Yeah, he might be a guitarist. Oh, now that I'm actually thinking about it, he might be. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So this character is connected to another character that I might do in the future. He's like a wyvern kind of thing, like a weird werewolf-esque thing. His name's Alexander. He's mute, but also a musician. He handles the technicalities and shit and like musical instruments. And then Lynn was the singer. That's right. Lynn's the singer, and then Alexander is the one doing all the funky fresh grooves, because can't exactly speak because he's mute. So rip. Anyway, so yeah, with this drawing I kind of wanted to do what I used to do a lot in the past, but to a more extreme extent, which was basically just get the entire drawing, like select it on the outside, invert it, color the entire thing so it's just like a base, just a solid color, and then so with the base color, whatever I choose, I kind of try and go for a contrasting color. So I chose a more of like a yellowish, orange, red, sort of in those warmer tones, and then to contrast it, I used like a blue and some greens and stuff all around, and then I just kind of blended it and blocked it all in. And then after that, I added some colors that are more of his like original palette. Like in the skin, you can see a lot of his kind of skin tone in there, albeit a little more saturated than it like is, but you can still see some of like his original skin tones and stuff in there. And then in the pants, you can see like the red at the back, but you can see that they're blue and stuff, so it's just kind of like that. And then just after I do that, I get the line art layer and I put it on a multiply or overlay or whatever you really want, whatever tickles your fancy. And then after that, I usually get the color layer before I merge it all together. I get it and then I put it on top of the line art or sketch layer, and then I merge that down so it's more to it coordinates to the colors that it's supposed to be on below, so like on the base. And then after that, I make another multiply layer, and then I do the outsides, because sometimes the outsides don't always get the color and proper things that it needs for when I merge it down to look like nice and proper. And then I might like erase some of the inside lines because they might be a little too intense, like in the face area usually, maybe some of the clothes. I don't want too much of like really dark lines. And then after that, I just merge them all together and then just go along with my painting process, which is for this case and for a lot of cases just kind of winging it, just going in and doing it, because that's the best way to do things. And then after that, like once I finished painting and stuff, it was a lot of fun using all these colors and kind of being a little more experimental, like I used to be. So I actually really like this drawing. Like I think it's one of my favorites so far. The prior one that I did, Day 6, was also really nice. Yeah, so I used the fringe tool to add some more shading and stuff, which gave a really nice effect. In my opinion, I used like multiple layers because I couldn't like fix the opacity to one kind of mutual thing that all could go to. So yeah, I really like using the fringe, and I don't really know why I don't use it that often. It's like so much fun. And then yeah, so after that I just kind of do touch-ups and stuff. I have this one brush called Grass, but I'm like, I don't ever use you for grass, I just use it for scratches. It's great for scratches. Anyway, yeah, I really like this sort of technique of doing things in like really weird and kind of fantastic colors and stuff, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a little messy, but it's a lot of fun, and I feel like if I had more time to just kind of sit down and really dedicate my time to it, I feel like it would be pretty snazzy, pretty fun, look really nice. Not only the fact that there's a lot of colors, but it just makes a really nice effect. And then usually after I finish this, I get the hue kind of changey thingy, and then I kind of shift it either to the left or to the right, like by 3, and then it makes it look really nice. So yeah, that's all I really have to say in terms of this. Sorry again if this was another rambly one. I kind of am short on time again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.